And then we see some lights coming from above on the boardwalk. It was a police car. Hello everybody, my name's Obakito, and I'm a content creator here and over on Twitch. I'll put links to those in the description. But I'm also a content creator who loves to hear from the people who watch my videos. So I have a question. Are you the kind of person who unpacks their clothes when they get to a hotel? Or do you like leave it in the bag and just grab what you need? Because I'm a grab what you need kind of guy. I'm not gonna spend time unpacking my shit to then have the fear I lost something at the hotel. But in the comments below, tell me, which one are you? Anyways, I recently just got back from my trip to Seaside and I had a great time. It was a blast. When we got into town originally, we stayed at the Worldmark Resort, not a hotel. I call it a hotel. It's a resort. And it's smack dab in the center of Seaside. It's perfectly close to literally everything this town has to offer. But at the same time, it's also attached to the beach. So on this recent trip, I stayed with it was me, my mom, my dad, my sister, and my grandma. And we got ourselves a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom room. And this place was huge. To be honest, the room was great. It was phenomenal. There was no worry about if there was enough room for everyone to sleep. Everybody had a place to sleep and it was great. I ended up bunking with my father because for some reason he snored so loud and I'm a heavy sleeper. I think if a tornado went through my room and lifted me from the bed and spun me around, I still wouldn't wake up until I hit the wall or the floor. I think that might wake me up, but like earthquake, windstorm, it doesn't matter. I'm not waking up to that shit. Not. However, by the time we actually arrived at the hotel, it was already nighttime, which is stupid because we checked in at like 5. It's ridiculous how early it gets dark here. But regardless, since it was dark, we couldn't really go and do anything fun outdoorsy. So we just relaxed, had some nice, delicious, some very yummy barbecued steak. And I made that myself. Thank you very much. Thank you. However, day two, we went down to the beach, and the beach at Seaside, for some reason, the waves were chill. The wind was not blowing on the coast in Oregon, and it was sunny. Did I already say sunny? But it was sunny. A fun fact for any of you history nerds out there, this is actually the exact same spot where Lewis and Clark finished their journey across the United States in 1805. They landed in December, which I imagine was very cold. But honestly, I have no idea how they did that. I could not have traveled across the United States, let alone on foot or by carriage, by horse. No, there's no shot. I don't like driving to California from Oregon. You know, that sucks. That's such a shitty drive. It is. It's so bad. But after the beach, we went to the Nike outlet store because our hotel gave us these friends and family discount for a 30% off. I wasn't gonna let that go to waste. I wasn't. Especially when these are what my workout shoes used to look like. Like these are the ones I used to have, and they're pretty disgusting. So I went ahead and I bought these, which yeah, they're a little bit dirt on the top, but I went ahead and bought these and I love these. I also bought a new pair of Nike Air Force Ones. I don't know how often I'll be able to wear these because I don't know what occasion calls for these. They're lovely. I love these shoes. I mean, these shoes are awesome. There is a problem. They're a little bit hard to get on your feet, but I think these shoes are super nice and I was really happy to get them. So those Nikes were $125 and the other shoes I had were like $60. However, the workout shoes were on sale for 20% off and the 30% off made it down to what should have been $121, but I ended up paying $100. I think they made a mistake, but I'll take those deals. New shoes in hand, I was ready to hit the town. I'm trying to look fancy. I'm trying to look fly, okay? I'm trying to impress every lady on the coast, okay? I want them all to see me and be like, good Lord, is that Obakito? And so where did we go? We went to the local pizza place. It was popping. It was popping with people. So many people there. However, it was the worst food I've ever eaten. The pizza was terrible. And I knew it was terrible because we go there every year. We go to Seaside every year, same time of year. We go to Fultanos every year. It's horrible. It's so bad. It's disgusting. No, respectfully, my opinion, you'd probably be better off with Domino's. I mean, give it a try. Give Fultanos a try once, but like, don't go back. After that, went home, went to bed, went to sleep quick. Out like a light, woke up the next morning, and it was pig and pancake day. Have you ever been to the pig and pancake? I doubt it, because the pig and pancake is specific to the Oregon coast. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty confident. I could be wrong. We got ourselves some pancake. It was so similar to IHOP. It's ridiculous. And on the way back, we stopped into some of the touristy shops, you know, the funny little shops. And I bought this shirt. Hold on. All right, I looked everywhere. I couldn't find it, so I just put a picture from before on the screen. However, while we were in the store looking for some great shirts, some souvenirs, I decided I wasn't gonna get anything, but that was a lie. I found a shirt my mother was gonna love, and I knew she was gonna like it. So what I did, I waited, and I went back down there when my mother went to the store with my sister, just Safeway to get some extra supplies for our wonderful vacation. I ran back down to the store as fast as I could, and I got there like out of breath, and I grabbed the 2 shirts that I knew I wanted. I just slammed them on the counter, and I was like, ring me up, quickly. And so he did. It was cheap. Great deal. Perfect deal. I sprint back to the room. I get back there just in time. I just sit back down. And so right as she walked in, I just chuck the shirt at her. Her hands were full of groceries, and I hadn't calculated that into my great master scheme. So what happened is the shirt just smacked her upside the face. And it wasn't like a loose shirt. It was balled up in a roll. So it just... She wasn't even kind of happy. But she did like the shirt. She did like the shirt. Here's a picture of what the shirt looks like. I love it. I love it. It was perfect for the occasion after I smacked her upside the face. You know, don't be a salty bitch. Seaside, Oregon. I love it. Then I went ahead and made us some nice, delicious chicken dinner. End of the day. But I have a story to tell you about 5 years ago. As I told you, I've been coming here just about every year for years. I've been going to Seaside every year. And 5 years ago, I went with one of my best friends at the time named... We were rapscallions. We were some goofballs. Little dorky dudes, if you know what I'm saying. So we went down to the community game room. They have an arcade kind of situation in there where if you played a game and you succeeded in the game, it would give you bouncy balls. It wouldn't just give you bouncy balls, but it would give you multiple bouncy balls, like a lot, like 4 or 5 bouncy balls per play, and it was a quarter. It's crazy. So we had some money. We didn't like any other games. The other games were free to play, like pool. We could play air hockey, pool, table tennis for free. But this game gave us bouncy balls. I should mention at the time, 5 years ago, we stayed on the 5th floor overlooking the strip of town. There's one strip right in the center, right next to our hotel, which connects to the boardwalk. Down that strip, we stayed right on one of the balconies overhanging it. I'll take a still shot and show you exactly what I mean. Here. We were like right here. So anyways, us with our bouncy balls in hand, we walked up to our room and we had the grand idea with all of our bouncy balls. Why did we have so many? We had handfuls of these bouncy balls. We were carrying them in our shirts, you know, like shirt in pocket mode when you can start filling it with things. Yeah, we were holding our bouncy balls like that, headed up to the room. And we had the grand idea to go to the balcony, overlooking the cars and the people, and just throw bouncy ball handfuls. It was such a bad idea. It was so horrible. At the time, our objective was to hit a person. It's horrible, I know. It's not like we were like throwing them down. We weren't giving it some force. We were like just lobbing it. That would still hurt. But thankfully we didn't hit anybody. Nothing bad happened to us. Everything was great. They never found the culprit. Then the next day, at the time, me and were avid parkourists. Maybe I'll show a video of that right here. Or maybe this video. And we decided we were going to do a front flip near the beach. At the end of our hotel, there's a little roundabout area where you can drive your car. And it's also where I showed you that video of Lewis and Clark. And over near one of the sides, there is a 12 to 15 foot drop down to the sand. Our tiny brains decided sand is a soft landing because it's not concrete. It's not dirt, it's sand. Sand is soft, right? Wrong. We decided we were gonna do front flips off the boardwalk, if you will. We psyched ourselves up, we were ready. We were so prepped, it wasn't nothing, it wasn't a train, which was less than 12 feet. But we determined ourselves to do it. We were gonna be hurt if we had to be, but we were gonna do it. We psyched ourselves up. It was getting darker, the sun was going down, the heat was up. I had to do it. I flipped, it was phenomenal. Right behind me in tail, flipped, phenomenal. And then we see some lights coming from above on the boardwalk. It was a police car. At the time, I was like 16, okay? So I saw a police car, and my first instinct was, run, bitch, run. I didn't run because I was dazed. I just jumped off of a 12 to 15, 30, 40 foot small, it was 12 feet. I just front flipped off this 12-foot boardwalk into the hard, painful sand below, and the cop gets out of his car. I hear his door slam, and I hear loud footsteps approaching, and he just goes, "What's wrong with you? What? Do you have a death wish? Who front flips from this height? Who does this? We're parkourists. We're just doing parkour. You're stupid. Who are you? What's your name? Where do you live?" At this point, I was done, dude. I didn't even know what to say. We live like 3 hours away. We're on vacation. The cop just loses his mind, dude. He's done with these tourists because he says, "I hate this town. I hate these tourists." First, I get a call about some psychopath throwing First, I get a call about some psychopath throwing handfuls of bouncy balls into the streets. And now this? In case you weren't aware, I was mortified. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if I was going to jail. I was stupid. I was young. I was naive. But I was also the one who threw those bouncy balls. He scolded us for doing the front flips. He told us not to. Okay? And then he let us go. We were off the hook. Everything was fantastic. But then things got a little bit less fantastic, okay? For some reason, my buddy decided it was time to yell to this cop. Excuse me, what about the bouncy balls? To which the cop said, what about the bouncy balls? And this idiot said, aren't we in trouble? He didn't know! He didn't know! He had no idea. He had no clue. None. Not even the Anyways, that's a story of how I ended up getting grounded on vacation. Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't get an ass whipping. I'm surprised the cop didn't stop and beat us up right there. We were young, we were kids, but he did not want to be there, and he was not happy of what we've done. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, and you thought it was funny, you thought it was a good time, you thought you enjoyed being here, let me know in the comments. Leave a like. Do something. Let the YouTube algorithm know that I make good stuff. I'm good at this, right, guys? Right? Right? Anyways, thank you guys again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!